Good afternoon, Confessions family. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. There is a message that I want to share with you guys, and this message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? My brother, I am a ritualist, and I want to confess that indeed I am a ritualist, and I have done this evil act of sacrificing some stuff. And these sacrifices that I did these sacrifices after I had been deceived by my best friend. Unfortunately, the one who connected me to all of these evil rituals, he passed away. This was last year. My story goes on like this. Me and my friend, we were doing a sort of like a joint business venture. So we were pulling our resources together. We were doing what we call illegal gold mining, which is being done in an area in Zim, in an area that is called Mazowe. So things at first, after we had formed this small business venture of ours, things were not doing well. That is when we decided that it was high time that we visit Ezangoma. We visited this other traditional healer. Once we had arrived at his compound and entered into his consultation room, we were told that this was going to be quite easy. All that we had to do was that we had to bring a god, which we then did. After we had brought that god, this god was then killed, and we were then given some particular instructions that we were supposed to follow. We were told that we were supposed to bury this god because we had to split it in half. My friend, he then took half of the god, and I took half of the god's carcass. I then buried half of the god's body at my house, and my friend, he also buried half of that god's, that my friend as well, he also buried half of the god's body, the one that we had slaughtered at his house. And then we were told that there was another step that we were supposed to follow, and this was important as well. We were told that the head of the god, we had to keep it separate, and then we had to bury this head of the god at the place where we were doing our illegal mining small business venture. The way that we were supposed to bury this god's head that we had slaughtered, we were supposed to wrap this head inside a blanket and totally wrap it. And then we had to bury this head of the god that we had wrapped inside that blanket, but we had to place first what we call in our language rupasa masa, or it's a reed mat made out of those reeds that can be found by the edges of the river. We then looked for one such reed mat, and we then placed that god's head after we had wrapped it with a blanket. Then we buried it. We were then told that we were supposed to bring it at midnight. This burial was supposed to be done at midnight. My brother, as we were instructed, we did. We were now supposed to bring black suits to the shrine, and then the rituals were made. But as I was doing this, I was clever because I knew that it was not going to end well. So I then went to another traditional healer, and my friend, he didn't know that this is what I had done. This was like a plan B to me. I then went to this traditional healer, and I told that traditional healer that these were the evil things that me and my friend had done. So I was then given some charms. These charms were my plan B, my defense if plan A was not going to work out. That healer then told me that the bad things which was going to happen to both of us, it was now supposed to happen to my friend and his family, and then the good things were going to happen to me as well. So if anything good was going to come to if anything good was going to happen, me and my friend, we were going to benefit. But if anything evil was going to happen to us with the rituals that we had done, then those charms were going to rise up. Then they would defend me. Then those charms, the evil ones that we had done, me and my friend, they would chase after him and chase after his entire generation. So my brother, after burying that god and after performing all of those rituals, we then started making money. But I was the one who was enjoying the sweet money, because as for my friend, it was problems after problem. his child was now suddenly mentally ill. As for my child, the one who was supposed to die because we had performed this sacrifice, so the sacrifice was that my friend's child was supposed to run mad, then I was supposed to lose my own child, but then it turned to attack my friend's child. Then the evil thing returned back to him because of the charms that the other traditional healer had given me. So when I knew that my friend was seeing that there was something which was happening, that was when I plotted to kill him. I then went and I borrowed his suit and I lied to him that I wanted to attend the business meeting and I wanted to wear his suit, the one that he used to use for his own rituals. So well, since he trusted me, since he knew that we had performed the same rituals, he gave his ritual suit to me and he gave it to me, and I was supposed to give him back that same day because the instruction was that the suit must be at his house, especially at night, because it was connected with the god that we had buried. So like the suit that I had bought, the suit that I used for rituals, no matter where I would go wearing that suit, I had to return before sunset, before the sun had gone down. This suit was supposed to be there locked up in my house, otherwise something bad was going to happen to me. My friend, after I had borrowed the suit from him, he then reminded me that I was supposed to return back the suit before the sun had gone down, since this was like the rule that we had to follow, that the suit has to sleep inside your house where your shrine was, otherwise something bad was going to happen. So my brother, when I went back home, I knew that I was not going to return back this suit because I wanted my friend to die. So I slept with that suit and I knew that he was going to die, and this was my plan. After 2 weeks, he died and he was buried back in his homestead. After his burial, my brother, one day when I was coming from work, I saw my friend, the ghost of my friend, the one that we buried. He was actually sitting on my bed, my brother. When I saw the spirit of my late friend, I ran away as fast as I could. But the only thing he was saying is, why did you deceive me? Why did you deceive me? Please return back my suit to me so that I can do the rituals that I am supposed to do. Why did you do evil on me? Why don't you go and confess? Why are you making my son to go mentally ill? Please, can you remove the curses that you placed on my child? My child is mentally ill. Please go and confess. But after his child was well, my daughter then died, and my house, all of a sudden, it was like it just exploded. Then it caught fire. As for me, I am feeling like I am mentally disturbed, my brother. This guy, he has promised me that he will come back for me. His spirit gave me a stern warning. The spirit threatened me, and the spirit told me that if I do not confess all the evil things that I did, I am going to suffer, and I am going to suffer till I have died. I need help now. I have run away from Harare. Currently, I am not even staying in Harare anymore because of this story, but this ghost, it even followed me back to the village where I am right now. Please, my brother, I need help. I do not want to go mad, because running mad, it is something that I am so scared of. I don't know if there is anything that you know, any herbs that you know that I can use, so that I can use those charms against this spirit, so that this spirit can go and rest forever. If there is anyone who knows how to chase away the spirits of the dead, please help me so that I can rest. Please give me some ideas. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was forwarded to me. This man currently is residing in an area in Marondera. Strange things do happen in this world.